I'm not going to mute y'all. So if y'all have questions or like anything, because it's just the three of us, just chime in. Because I was going to have it kind of open at the end, because I feel like this is like a topic that a lot of people want to know what to do. So the topic is how to build momentum in your business, and especially during this time of year, because in the fitness industry in general, this is like the biggest time of the year. This and then January are the two biggest, I'd say, time of year. Because everyone is looking for something. Like everyone is searching for help because it's swimsuit season, it's shorts season, tank top season and stuff like that. I have just become, I knew that, but I've become way more aware, especially working at Sunny Page, because a lot of women come in there and don't feel comfortable like wearing tank tops or certain kind of dresses or something like that because they don't like the way they look in them. And like, it breaks my heart for them because because I used to feel that way, but I don't want anyone to ever like, I don't know, just feel that way about themselves. And so, and even like last night we were at a home group for our church, and like you kind of bring stuff, like some people ask me what I do and like I'll bring it up, and then like even the husbands are like, oh well, and they're like asking questions about it, and they're even talking to Garrett about it, and I was like, well, and I was kind of talking to him on the way home, and I was like, it's just everyone's looking for something. Like they need help and they want to know what to do, but a lot of people don't even know what to do. Like for me, I used to go to the gym all the time, and I would be there like an hour and a half. I wasn't ever getting results because I didn't know what I was doing. So we want to be the people that people are watching and that they're turning to, that they think of when they think of results and when they think of confidence, and when they think of obviously health and fitness. So what do we do to build this momentum is something we've all heard of, and it's the 4 vital behaviors. So most of this business can be conquered by doing the 4 vital behaviors consistently. And that's going to be the biggest component, is the consistency, because, you know, you could talk to so many people one week, but if you don't keep doing that, it's not going to compound. You can't put all your eggs in one basket for one person or 2 people. And you've got to kind of keep that going. You have to be consistent with it. So just a reminder of the 4 vitals is the first one is being proof of the product. So we have to pick a program, start it, and finish it. This is something that is really easy, especially now with Beachbody On Demand, the all access, like to get away from, because, you know, you get bored or you fall off a couple days, whatever it may be. But we have to show consistency, because we have to show people that we'll be there for them and that these programs work. We don't want to be doing a program and something else, like and running and going to a boot camp or whatever it is, because that isn't really showing a lot of like a lot of proof behind our product, because it's just showing like, yeah, it works, but I also have to do this. And so we want to have before and after pictures doing a program. And that's why, like, for me personally, the pregnancy has been harder for me, like, to get a whole lot of new business, because I can't show, like right now, I can show old before and after pictures, but I can't consistently show before and after pictures of what I'm doing right now. And for me, like, I loved each month doing a new program, because I could show a new before and after picture. And even if I only lost like 2 pounds, I would act like it was the best thing ever. And I would always get at least 1 or 2 customers at that point. So if you haven't started a program recently, I would definitely recommend starting it and finishing it, and just then documenting it. The second one is invite. So this one, there's a lot that goes underneath this umbrella, and the biggest one would be relationship building. So we need to constantly be building relationships with people, because first of all, it will, in the social media realm, it's going to put your post in their feed. But second, you have to build that trust with people. There are so many other MLMs out there, like more today than there was even a year and a half, 2 years ago when I started. And it is just like in your face. And so we have to be different. We have to be the people that care about what they want and not act like we just want the money from them. So we have to build those relationships so that we can get that opportunity and the actual trust, but also for us, the confidence to be able to ask someone like it's your best friend and not just someone off the street that you don't know. So within this invite realm too, as well, is like, that's where the free groups, the Shakeology groups, and the challenge groups are huge, because that's what you're going to be invited. And then the What is Coaching calls or groups, that's what you're going to be inviting people to. So right now, we need to be starting a program and finishing it and posting and documenting about it. We also need to be planning out these groups so that we know when we're building those relationships, like where we can guide people to. Because if we're only doing challenge groups, they're great, but not everyone can afford a challenge group at first. And sometimes they just need to put their foot in the water and feel the community, and then they're sold. Or maybe like with us with the Shakeology group, they just need to try the Shakeology before they can commit for a month. So we need to be having these things so we can invite people and keep those relationships up. The third one, personal development. So we have to grow within ourselves, because this business is hard. It's not hard. It is simple, but it's not always easy, is a better way to put that. And it can be frustrating, and it can be discouraging, and it can make you really upset. And I've been there. I was there today. I mean, I've had so many moments of discouragement in this business, but I've never given up, because I've constantly devoted myself to personal development, whether that is just for me having a quiet time, or listening to something while I'm doing the dishes, or in the car, or reading right before I go to bed. Any kind of personal development is good personal development. So that can be anything of you growing yourself, and not just like sitting and wallowing in what didn't happen or what could have happened. And then the fourth is recognition. So we want to show people and showcase people so that they know what is capable in their eyes, and what is capable within coaching, and then within the groups. So it's completely fine to recognize other coaches before and after pictures. I've done that multiple times, because everybody's body type is different. And so maybe they would respond to someone who has lost 50 pounds versus just where I only lost 12 to 15 pounds. Or maybe it's someone that they just wanted to be able to see they're a mom and they have enough time to get stuff done, whereas before people didn't relate to me in that way because they didn't think I was as busy as a mom was. Or it could be someone that has a full-time job. Whatever it is, you want to recognize that, as well as your challengers when they actually are in groups. So, and those I think that y'all know, but what I want to really, really hone in on tonight is, Brittany and I were talking about this last week, is we cannot trap ourselves in a Beachbody box when we are documenting our lives and when we are talking to people and building these relationships, because I think that's where everyone gets stuck. So I remember when I was a brand new coach, and I think I had been posting for 2 weeks maybe, and I remember posting in Sister Empire, but it was not Sister Empire at the time. It was just, Kate didn't even have a team name at the time. It was like Coaches is what she called the page. But I posted it and I was like, I don't know what to talk about. I feel like I'm getting annoyed with just talking about fitness. And, and I think all of us have been there. I know a lot of people have asked me that too, just like, I don't only want to talk about fitness. And you shouldn't. people will get to know your personality through your social media. They're going to get to know your family. They're going to get to know what you like. They're going to get to know what you struggle with and things like that, so that when you are talking to them, you're coming up with these like me too conversations. So like I'm talking obviously a whole lot about pregnancy. So I have had so many conversations with people that are pregnant right now because we have that in common. So you want to be talking about what you also enjoy. So you want to not just keep yourself in this, oh, I'm a Beachbody coach. You want to expand and you want to really showcase who you are, because if someone does not know you, they're going to look at your page and look at your post and figure that out that way, because you can really only get so much tone within a message. So what I want you to kind of start thinking about is like, what makes you so excited about this business and what makes you so excited about our products? Is it the confidence aspect? Is it the hope of the future of knowing you can pay off debt or you can eventually stay home? Or maybe it's you and your family want to build a new home. Whatever it is, what like visit, it could be freedom, it could be the community, it could be the recognition, it could be anything, but what gets you excited about this business? And that's what you have to showcase. It is our job to really portray this business as something that someone's going to want to join if we expect them to want to join us. I have struggled the past couple of weeks just saying, okay, why have I not been signing as many coaches as I was previous? And I haven't been talking about coaching, so I can't expect people to think this is an opportunity for them if I don't talk about it. So I am trying to expand and really think about like, well, then what is my hope in this business, or what is my why, or like why do I keep going day to day? Like what makes me excited? And that's what I have to portray, because I'm going to attract people that are interested in that kind of stuff too. And I want y'all to think about that, because my question is like, what product are you selling? Because this is how you're going to be building the momentum. Because if you are starting to talk about this and you're starting this new program and you're building those relationships, this is going to be a whole cycle of how you are going to get your new customer and your ideal customer and your ideal coach. So, hey, Bianca. So I want you to like really dig deep and think like, what are you genuinely trying to sell? Like, what do you want people to grasp within this business of like, oh, you would love this because honestly, that's what we're doing. We are using all of our products and all of our programs and our challenge groups and our free groups as, as an instrument and as a vessel into this, but it is so much bigger than that. I think we all have realized that, which is why we're all coaches. We all understand that it's not just about fitness, because I'll be honest with you, I'm really not like, I enjoy working out, but I don't know anything really about fitness. I don't really know a whole lot other than what Autumn and Shantine, all them tell me what to do. So I got to where I am today because I've talked about what it has done for my life and for my family. And that's where I think some of the missing pieces are for some of y'all, because you aren't getting coaches or you aren't expanding your network, but you've got to be able to talk about more than just working out and more than just Shakeology. Like, those are the things that you can offer to people that's going to get them to where you are at and where you're going. But you've got to show them where you're going, and you've got to show them what it is that they can have in order for them to be even interested. Because like I was saying before, there are so many other things out there right now that we have to be different. Like, we have to show them why us, like why pick our team, why pick your challenge group, why pick Beachbody, like anything like that. So ultimately, how to answer this question of building momentum in your business, like, you have to be doing, obviously the 4 vitals, but you have to know why you're doing this so that you can clearly communicate with people where you're going, because at that point, people will then say, oh, I want to do that too, or I don't enjoy my job, or I have confidence issues like you did. Like, I know that you can help me with that because I relate to you with that. So that, like, those are the kind of the wheels that I want you to kind of start turning as you're thinking about this business and as you're thinking about moving forward, especially right now, because I'm telling you, people are looking. And people, especially like the summertime, like everyone gets so much more happy because it's sunny and there's more things to do, and everyone wishes they could be on vacation all the time. And it's like, we have this opportunity that we can be like that, but we have to show that to people, and we have to be able to communicate that with people. So ultimately, like, this momentum is going to be up to you, because this, like, I'm telling you, May, June, July, and August are like the biggest months, consistent months in our business, especially for growing a business. For me, that's when I started. I started in May, kind of at the end of May, and I built and built and built in the summer, because at that point, everyone was looking to lose weight. Everyone was looking for something. And so I was just like over and over and over again posting about it. And that's how I built my business. So you've got to kind of be thinking about that. But you have to pick a program. You have to start it, and you have to finish it. You have to document it, and you have to share the struggles within it. I know that some of y'all struggle with expressing that out loud, but you have to be that way. Like, you can't, like, I've had so many people reach out to me about anxiety, and like, that was something that I didn't like talking about, but it's caused so many more relationships for me because I've been open about it. Losing my job, I've literally had 2 people message me saying, I'm in the same exact boat you were in a couple years ago. I'm losing my job because they're limiting my position. And it's like, that kind of stuff is not fun to talk about, but I have to do it because that people need to know that I'm a human being, and I don't enjoy this every day. Like, I have to, it's still work, but it is so worth it. So, I could probably go on and on and on about that kind of stuff, but that's really all I had tonight. Just, you know, obviously there are some different realms that you can do in order to become better at being a perfect product and inviting and personal development and all that stuff. But that's just the general basics of it, because that's our business. And I really, really want you to think about what attracts you to this business, like what attracts you to this company. And that's what you have to share with people, because no one's going to know unless you tell them and unless you share. So, Brittany, do you have anything to add? Or
No, I mean, I think you pretty much hit on most of what I was thinking.
Okay.
I was talking to some of my coaches about it today. You know, like, this is the time whenever you really need to like push through for yourself, not only for you to, you know, go into like the summer feeling great and confident yourself, but also helping people do that. And people love transformations right now. Like, being able to show your own transformation is going to be huge for your business during this time, because everyone wants to look good in a swimsuit or in shorts or whatever. And like, I already had people messaging me today about Memorial Day. Like, they're freaking out because they're not ready for it. So, you know, that's just something like, you know, it's like, well, then 4th of July comes after that. And then, you know, there's Labor Day. So, I mean, there's a ton of holidays that people have to get ready for. So this is the time just to start. Even maybe they don't sign up this month, but, you know, start making those relationships now, because in the slower months, you're going to want those people that you've been talking to, you know, and building a relationship with, because it may take them 6 months to sign up, but that might be like the time for them, you know, going into January. You know, you got to think about the people like that. You constantly have to be building your relationships. I mean, I've learned, you know, that you can't just talk to 5 people, and when all those people say they're going to sign up, that doesn't mean they're going to sign up. You know, 'cause I told Jamie, I mean, I waited a couple months to even, you know, sign up. I kept putting it off. I was like, I don't want to spend the money, or I don't want to do it, or I don't need it. So, I mean, you can't depend on those people. So you always have to be talking to new people. But does it.
Yeah, no, completely agree.
Yeah.
Katie or Bianca, y'all have any questions or anything you want me to go over specifically right now since we're all on?
So for the Shakeology group, I'm gonna go to the other room. Hold on. My husband's playing video games. For the Shakeology group, can we still have people join if they didn't purchase Shakeology, or no?
That's a good question. I haven't thought that far yet. I don't know. I mean,
I feel like they might feel a little left out.
Mm-hmm.
what you could maybe do is that, like, if it's someone that's like looking for like a meal plan or something like that, or you think they would enjoy the community, you can maybe like the day before just say, hey, if you want to join in, you can. But I agree. I don't, because it is like Shakeology, we're gonna be having people drink it every day. It's gonna be kind of like a challenge group where, people are going to be using it. But I guess at the same time too, I would say last minute, yeah, you could add them, and then just maybe that would be a good like advertisement for them without you even having to say anything, because other people are going to be trying it for the first time. But I would say up until the weekend before, I would just kind of make it seem like they need to order the Shakeology, because it is a Shakeology group.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
When are we planning on doing that? The third weekend or third week?
Yeah, and I meant to post that today, but I didn't. The 22nd. So, my plan is this. So, next Thursday, the 18th, we'll do a What is Coaching call. And then the week after that, the 22nd, and I think probably just 5 days, because that's Memorial Day weekend after it. And you could kind of use that as like an incentive, because most people, if they drink Shakeology and if they do like a meal plan and like work out like a couple days a week for 5 days consistently, they will drop a couple pounds. I mean, and it'll make them feel a little bit better, even though it's only 5 days. But that Thursday, I'm going to do a What is a Challenge group call. And I thought it'd be good to do it that week of the Shakeology group, because we can invite everybody that's in that group to listen in on this call. And it's going to be just kind of like What is the Coaching, but I'm going to go over like pretty much all the questions that I normally get for a challenge group. And so it's just going to be like, what is a challenge group? And then I'll have my next challenge group start June 5th. So that gives them a week in between to order the Shakeology if they like it from that week. So I'll probably do a call to action post tomorrow for the group. And then I'm thinking I'll probably do like last call like next Wednesday or Thursday. Probably Wednesday, because I'm going to be shipping out the Shakeology, and I don't know if it would get there in time by Monday. But yeah, those are like the important dates. I just nailed that down yesterday, so I need to post those dates in the group. So yeah.
I think other than that, I don't have any other questions.
Okay, cool. Well, this is recorded too, Bianca, so I know you kind of came in the middle. If you want to listen to it after, I'll post it whenever. It'll probably be tomorrow morning. But I'm glad y'all got on, and we'll have another Zoom. And I guess it'll be the week of the Shakeology group, the last week of May, last full week of May. Or I guess I could do the 31st. I guess I could do the week after. We'll just see how it goes. That week, that may be too much with the What is a Challenge group the next night. I don't know. We'll kind of play it by ear. But anyway, I will get this posted whenever it is ready. But I'm glad y'all got on. If you have any questions in the meantime, let us know. But if not, I will talk to y'all later.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Night night.